Once in a small village there lived a humble farmer. He was known for his honesty and dedication, spending every day tending to his fields. But that year, trouble came to his land. His crops were withering under the harsh sun, and the water supply was running dangerously low. Without water, his harvest would be lost. That summer, the drought worsened. The farmer knew he had to find water quickly or face ruin. He thought of his neighbor, a wealthy man who owned a deep well. Desperate, the farmer approached him and asked if he could purchase the well. The neighbor, sly and calculating, agreed to sell it for a generous price. The farmer paid without hesitation, believing his problem was solved. The next morning he went to the well with hope in his heart, ready to draw water for his thirsty crops. But just as he began, the neighbor appeared and shouted, "Stop! You cannot take water from that well." The farmer was baffled. "Why not? I bought the well from you," he said. The neighbor smirked and replied, "Yes, you bought the well, but I never sold you the water in it. The water still belongs to me, and you have no right to use it." The farmer's joy turned to despair. He had spent all his money on the well, and now was being denied the very water he needed. He argued, but the neighbor refused to change his mind. With no other option, the farmer sought justice and went to the king's court. The king, known for his fairness, listened to both men. The farmer explained his plight, and the neighbor repeated his claim. The well had been sold, but the water had not. Unsure of how to rule, the king turned to his wisest minister for advice. The minister listened carefully, then addressed the neighbor. "You say you sold the well but kept the water. Is that correct?" "That is correct," the neighbor replied confidently. The minister nodded slowly. "In that case, since the well belongs to the farmer, you have no right to store your water in it. Either remove your water immediately or pay rent to the farmer for keeping it there." The neighbor's face drained of color. He knew removing all the water was impossible, and paying rent would be foolish. His cunning plan had failed. Defeated, he apologized to the farmer and allowed him full use of the water. The farmer returned to his fields and saved his crops. The entire village heard the story, and they learned a valuable lesson. Dishonesty never truly wins. The neighbor had tried to outsmart the farmer, but in the end his deceit trapped him. This tale reminds us that while lies and tricks might bring temporary gain, they collapse in the long run, just like a house built on sand. True success comes from honesty and perseverance. The farmer stayed true to his values and, despite the hardship, found a lasting victory. In life, many chase wealth and power, thinking the quickest path, often paved with deceit, is the best one. But such success is fragile. Honesty and hard work may take longer, yet they build a foundation that stands firm. The story of the farmer and the well shows us that truth and fairness will always triumph in the end. Choosing the honest path is the only way to win in a way that lasts forever.